I want you to think of a chore you do. Making the bed, taking out the garbage. A chore that you do pretty much every day, and it doesn't take too much time and not too much effort. And a lot of the times you don't really think about doing it anymore. It's a matter of habit. Now, that energy that you're putting into that one chore, if you put that same energy into an artistic project, you would end up with at least an amazing novelette, maybe a few just really wonderful short stories. So what I want to talk about is the idea of littling it to death. Okay, let's use the example of you making your lunch before you leave for the day, or making, your coffee for the day. Now, every time you do that, you are not anticipating what the great result of you making lunch each day is going to be, because there is no great result. You don't count up the amount of lunches or the overall weight of the number of lunches you made that month and feel bad if you didn't make so many more mass weight of lunches this month than you did last month. What I'm getting at is that you do these things without expecting anything. It's just part of your routine. So there's something to be said about putting forth a tiny amount of effort towards a project and doing it blindly, not looking at how it adds to that project for a good amount of time. Being able to leave that project alone, except that on a daily basis you put 10 minutes of effort towards that project. Okay, what I have done is I need to produce a lot of conceptual art about the visual story I'm working on, and I'm going to little it to death. Every morning I make one concept drawing, and that's it. And that's all I'm going to. It usually takes about 5 to 10 minutes, and the thing is that I do it every day, and it will take a long time, but that's okay. I have plenty of time to get it done, and then I can go and do other artwork. But it's in this one case where I set up a routine that usually should take around 10 minutes and no more. I'm not going to start, it isn't like one day I do 20 drawings and another day I do 5 and then 1. It's always one drawing, but it's every day. An important part of enjoying your art and immersing yourself in your art is how strong is your willpower. And so one thing that is always good to do is, like, willpower is like a muscle. It gets stronger with practice, so that someone who has built up a strong willpower finds it very easy to do things that would seem very difficult and not something that would bring you happiness to try to do. But if you have a really strong willpower, you can do a lot and enjoy it and become immersed in it and have a good time doing it. So, that in mind, when you go to do something, like say if you go to do something artistically that you have a good idea will take 2 hours, your willpower is looking at that, and for a lot of people it's sort of like they're looking up this steep incline. But if you look at a project that you know is going to take about 10 minutes, then your willpower looks at that and there's no pressure. There isn't that inertia feeling of, oh, I'm about to do this really difficult thing. It's something easy to do, so your willpower just steps over it and does it. And that's really a very easy thing to set up to do each day. The same as with all those other 10-minute routines that you have throughout your day. You know, walking to that one place that you always walk to, making that one phone call, checking your email. These are all minor chores that usually don't take more than 10 minutes and seem really easy to do. Hey, thanks for watching my tutorials, and if you'd like to support my artistic efforts, please go and check out my animation work. They're free for your entertainment at solomation.com, and if you can vote for me to make more of these creative coaching tutorials by hitting the like button and subscribing and telling other people that you think might be interested in creative coaching tutorials. And you can vote. You can, if I see a lot of likes on this subject, I'll make more. The really fun part about setting up one of these littling it to death routines is that you can go ahead and mark on your calendar a year from now when you'll allow yourself to have a look at the work you created, and then you can realize what a awesome body of work you've created. It's important that you make the daily practice lower than what your willpower can handle. The thing is you want to make it small enough so that your willpower will always look at it and think, oh, I can do that, why don't we just do that and get it done, but that you do it every day. If you don't currently have a project that you're working on right now that you can commit some of it to this type of practice, you could have a routine where every day you write a one-line story or a one-line poem, or and then put them away where you're not looking at them, and then maybe once a month read through them and keep the best 3 and throw out the rest, and in that way you can use this practice to find that great idea that will send you on your way, and it will become a project that you can immerse yourself in and have a great time. That's about it. I hope your art goes really good, and I hope you have a good day.